I'm 79 years old and I wasted most of my life waiting for it to start. I don't mean that in some poetic way. I mean, I genuinely believed that the life I wanted was always just ahead of me, around the next corner, after the next promotion. After I saved enough money, after things settled down, I kept waiting. And now I'm here and there's no more after. When I was young, maybe 25, 26, I had this idea that life happened in stages. You work hard in your 20s and 30s. You build something, and then later, when you're stable, that's when you actually live. That's when you travel, spend time with people you love, do the things that matter. It made sense to me. Everyone around me seemed to be doing the same thing. Grinding, postponing, saying someday. So that's what I did. I got a job at an insurance company right out of college. It wasn't what I wanted to do, but it was stable. My father told me that mattered more than passion. He said passion doesn't pay the bills. So I stayed. I told myself it was temporary. Just a few years to get on my feet. But a few years became 10, then 20. I met my wife, Carol, at work. She was in another department. We started going to lunch together, and eventually we started dating. She was warm, easy to be around. She laughed at my jokes, even the bad ones. We got married when I was 30. Small ceremony, nothing fancy. We moved into a little apartment on the east side of town and talked about all the things we'd do once we had more money. We'd travel to Europe, buy a house with a big yard, maybe get a dog. But first, we had to save. We had to be responsible. Carol wanted kids. I wasn't sure I did, but I didn't say that. I just said we should wait until we had a bigger place, until we were more financially secure. She agreed, but I could see the disappointment in her face every time I brought it up. We waited 5 years, then another 3. By the time we finally tried, it didn't happen. We saw doctors, spent money we didn't have on treatments that didn't work, and after a while, we just stopped talking about it. I threw myself into work. I got promoted to manager, then senior manager. I started traveling for the company 2-3 times a month. I'd be gone for days at a time, staying in hotels that all looked the same, eating meals alone at airport bars. Carol would call me in the evenings, and I'd hear the loneliness in her voice. She'd ask when I'd be home, and I'd say soon. Just a few more trips, just until this project wraps up. But there was always another project. I told myself I was doing it for us, that the extra money would give us the life we wanted. But the truth is, I didn't know what else to do. Work was the only thing I knew how to be good at, the only place where I felt like I had a purpose. At home, I felt like I was failing. We didn't have kids. We didn't take the trips we'd planned. We just existed. Side by side, but not really together. Carol started volunteering at a community center. She made friends there. She'd come home and tell me about her day, about the people she met, and I'd nod along. But I wasn't really listening. I was thinking about emails I needed to send, meetings I had the next day. She stopped telling me after a while. I retired when I was 66. The company threw me a little party, gave me a plaque. A few people said some nice things, but I could tell they were just being polite. A week later, I doubt anyone remembered I'd even worked there. I thought retirement would be the beginning, that Carol and I would finally do all the things we'd talked about. But by then, we didn't really know each other anymore. We'd spent so many years living separate lives under the same roof that we didn't know how to be together. We took a trip to Italy. It was fine. We saw the sights, took some pictures, but there was a distance between us that no amount of sightseeing could bridge. When we got home, things went back to the way they were. I'd read the paper in the morning, she'd work in the garden, we'd have dinner together, make small talk, and then watch TV until bed. It wasn't terrible. It just wasn't anything. Carol died 3 years ago. Heart attack, sudden. She was 74. I found her in the kitchen. She'd been making tea. The kettle was still on. At the funeral, People told me how lucky I was to have had so many years with her. And I nodded, because what else do you say? But the truth is, I didn't have those years. Not really. I was there, physically, but I was never present. I was always somewhere else, always thinking about the next thing. After she died, I started going through old boxes in the basement. Photos, mostly. Pictures from our wedding, from trips we took early on, before I got too busy. There was one of Carol on a beach in Florida, smiling at the camera, her hair blowing in the wind. I don't remember taking that photo. I don't remember that trip at all. That's when it hit me. I'd spent 40 years with this woman, and I couldn't remember half of it because I wasn't paying attention. I was too busy waiting for life to start. I'm 79 now. I live alone in the house we bought 30 years ago, the one we were going to fill with memories, with kids and grandkids and holidays and laughter. It's quiet here. Too quiet. I don't have kids to visit me. I don't have grandkids who call. My friends from work, I lost touch with most of them years ago. The ones I do still know, we exchange Christmas cards, but that's about it. I thought I'd have more time. I thought there would always be another chance to do things differently, to be present, to actually live. But time doesn't wait. It just keeps moving, whether you're paying attention or not. And one day, you look up and it's gone. I wasted my life. I don't say that to be dramatic. I say it because it's true. I had everything I needed to be happy. A wife who loved me, a stable job, my health, and I squandered it. I kept waiting for the perfect moment, and I missed all the regular ones. Carol used to ask me to take walks with her in the evenings, just around the neighborhood, nothing special. And I'd always say I was too tired, that I'd go tomorrow. I'd give anything to take one of those walks now. I think about the conversations we could have had, the trips we should have taken, the time I could have spent just sitting with her, not doing anything, just being together. But I can't get that back. She's gone, and I'm here. And all I have left are regrets and a house full of things that don't mean anything. If you're young, if you still have time, don't do what I did. Don't wait. Don't tell yourself you'll live later, after you've checked all the boxes. Because the boxes never end. There's always one more. The people you love won't be here forever. You won't be here forever. And the things you think matter, the promotions, the money, the status, they don't. Not in the end. In the end, all that matters is whether you were present, whether you showed up for the people who showed up for you. I didn't. And now it's too late. I'm not telling you this because I want pity. I'm telling you because maybe you'll hear it. Maybe you'll stop waiting and start living. Maybe you won't end up like me, old, alone, full of regret. I hope you don't. If this story meant something to you, if it made you think about your own life, I'd be grateful if you shared it. Not for me, but maybe it'll reach someone who needs to hear it, someone who still has time. And if you want to stay, if you want to hear more stories like this, I'd appreciate it if you subscribed. It helps me keep going, helps me feel like maybe sharing this means something. Thank you for listening. I know it wasn't easy, but I needed to say it before I run out of time.